Evening everybody, Rich here, back for another Minecraft ship preview video, and this is the SS Canberra. Many of you would have seen this thing being sort of the beginnings of construction while I was doing the Coronia tutorial. Basically it was just a skeleton back then, but I've finally got round to finishing it. I mean, I left it for about 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I don't know. But I've only just come back to it. I mean, it was almost finished when I left it anyway, so I've just come back and added the lifeboats and things. But I've not added the propellers yet, so that's the only thing I've yet to do. But we'll have a look around the Canberra anyway. And now this thing it's not a voted for video, but it's sort of requested for. And I kind of just ignored it, but I finally got around to doing it, sort of for the goodness of my heart, really. But yeah, it's SS Canberra from 1961, I think she was built, and finally scrapped in 1990. I think she was scrapped in 97, I'm not sure. Anyway, she's one of the P&O fleet and also a war veteran as well. She was a troop ship during the Falklands War in 1982, and it really showed the how bad things got. Well, it took its toll on the Canberra as well. She come back covered in rust and shit and all sorts. But yeah, it took its toll, but she survived. And that's the reason I don't like white ships, really, because it does show up the shit. But when you build a white ship in Minecraft, it also shows up the issues that we have with it. I mean, it just looks bland when it's white, but, you know, can't really complain. But the usual tech specs for this thing, it is 70% bigger than the real ship, so I've always upscaled my ship, so it's the same scale as my Titanic, Queen Mary, Mauretania, Lusitania, Aquitaine, all things like that. So all the ships that I've built in 2018 are all the same scale. So this one is the same as well. So the same 70% bigger than the previous. So quick look around the ship anyway. So we've got a rather pointed bow on this thing. The real ship didn't quite have as pointed a bow, at least at the top anyway. So that's one inaccuracy you can throw a stick at. So that's tip of the bow. It's a little bit stubbier than that in real life, but no big deal. Detail on the forecastle is limited as well. There's plenty of pictures of this ship, but just none that really show off the lots of details, but can't really complain about that. So we're going to look on the forecastle. We've got the forward end of the superstructure, a very far back bridge on this ship as well. She's a very ugly ship in my eyes, and it just looks weird, but you know, it did its job. And I must say, this may be my last ship tutorial video, or my last ship tutorial coming up, because YouTube is just sort of, I don't know, I've lost views, so many views this year that it's just not funny anymore. I mean, the last tutorial I did, the SS Ile-de-France, just seemed like a complete waste of time because hardly anybody's watched it. And you know, it's just sort of, you put effort into these sort of things, and you know, you don't get much at the end of the day. So this may be the last ship tutorial that I do. You know, because things just aren't you know, paying off anymore, and I may move on to something else. I'll probably carry on with YouTube, just not with ships anymore, because, like I say, people don't watch it anymore, and it's a real shame, because I thought I was going somewhere with it, but you know, obviously that's not the case. So probably call it a day after this, but we'll see. I've accepted a couple of challenges, a couple of more ships to do, but we'll see how things pan out with this one. If this one turns into a lame duck as well, then I'll just pull the plug, because you know, it's not worth it anymore. But yeah, back to the Canberra itself. We'll look over the top. We've got all the weird and wonderful cavities and things, and the ship is quite a weird ship in terms of design. We got a big open area there. I think there should be a swimming pool down in this area here, but I didn't add it because I wasn't sure. So there may be a swimming pool down in this area here. Got the back of the superstructure up here. And you've got the fins down the side, bridge wings over the side, of course. Lifeboats which are inside the hull of the ship, which is quite a neat design. A real bastard to put together. I mean, I really hated building this ship. It's a real, a real bloody nuisance to build, and it's not a fun ship to build when you're trying to do it from scratch. To do it in a tutorial would probably be a lot easier, but building it from scratch was a real arse ache. So I did not enjoy building this one. But we're done now anyway. So the only thing I've got left to do, like I say, is just the propellers, and it shouldn't be too bad after that. So I left it for 2 weeks or 2-3 weeks to have a break, and when I come back, I added the lifeboats, but I forgot to add the propellers. But you know, that's not a big deal, no big issue there. So one more quick look around the hull of the ship. So it's a really weird hull. It's well, not so much weird hull, but it's just sort of odd shaped. So it sort of curls back on itself. It's sort of a bulbous shape at the back, and it don't look too bad. I mean, I think I managed to pull it off all right, but you know, it's one of those things. But that is how that looks, and sort of like a little thumb at the end there. Double funnel as well, so you got two funnels side by side, and I did add a bridge between the two, but that has obviously disappeared, so yeah, I don't know where that's gone, but anyway, that's another issue I have to solve. Also, you got the black shadow bug as well, which is annoying, but you know, there we go. Anyway, that is the SS Canberra, and like I said, a tutorial will follow after this one, but we'll see how things go, because it just isn't funny anymore the way things have gone. But yeah, I'm not going to start it straight away. I'm going to leave it till mid-October, or the second week, no, say third week of October. I'll probably start this thing. I'm not going to go straight into it, because some other things I want to do as well. So we're going to leave this one for a few weeks, and then I'll come back to it to do a tutorial, and everything should be fine. Which is quite a big ship, as you can tell. I mean, you got the Canberra over there, which is, you know, not a big ship in general, but we've got Canberra here, which is a much bigger ship. The Canberra is sort of comparable in size to Titanic, I think. You know, sort of the same length, but not a big difference. And the hull does look quite elegant here. I mean, I think I've done quite a good job of the hull, but you know, each to their own opinions. And I don't think it's too bad. It probably could be a lot better, but this is me I'm talking about. But yeah, that's a little jobby there. So one more look over the top, and you sort of get the full gist of the shape of the ship. So I did this with the Queen Mary, and the Queen Mary you couldn't get all in one shot because you're so bloody big. But there you go. There's a top view. It does look quite short, but I think that's just where the bridge is further back than normal. It makes her look much shorter than she actually is, but it's not an issue. It's just a weird design. That's P&O for her. She's built by Harland and Wolff as well, so she's very much a ship of the era. Modern yet weird. And yeah, not too bad. So that is the SS Canberra, and like I say, a tutorial will follow. Like I say, third week of October, I think. No guarantee on that one. And like I say, maybe the last as well, but we'll see. Just to see how things pan out, because like I say, YouTube is just not the same as it was, and I'm not getting the views, and I don't want to waste my time doing this stuff and not get anything out of it. So, you know, maybe it's time to move on. We don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, on that happy note, I'm sure some people couldn't give a shit anyway with I was here, but anyway, on that happy note, this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and that's the SS Canberra, and I shall disappear, so bye for now.